What's going on, creative fam? Welcome back to another video. As young filmmakers, one of the hardest things to do is craft a believable character, a character that people actually care about for your productions. So today, we're going to be talking about the number one thing that I always focus on when it comes to building a believable character. And guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. So happy that you guys tuned in and can be learning something today. I make content to help filmmakers, modern filmmakers, content creators, video producers, anyone who has a story to tell that story a little bit better. And if that sounds like something that you're into, if you can go ahead and click on that subscribe button so that you stay updated with all the new videos that we publish. Anyway, the thing that you can do, and the thing that I always focus on to craft a believable character, are you ready for this? This is it. One word. Value, value, value. The character's value proposition is one of the most important things that you can craft before going into any of the story-based elements. And first of all, what exactly is value? Well, typically, if you look in big business, it's a fancy word that means absolutely nothing. But we're not talking about vanilla values here. You can say that you value honesty, but lie. Value is the action. So, crafting your character's values early on is key in making a character who is believable, a character who is authentic, and a character who the audience will actually either love or hate, but not just be sick of. So, how do you go about crafting your character? I create something called a value sheet. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and take a sheet of paper, sit down, and I will think to myself, what does this character's actions say about him or her? If they say that he is honest, I will say this character tells the truth. If they are heroic, I will say this character sticks up for people who are weaker than them. If they say that they're selfless, I will say that this character will fight in the face of adversity. You get the point. But the whole ideology behind this is grounding that character in a value set of reality. And once again, why exactly is this important? It's important not only for the character development, but it's also important for the story itself. You see, there is a famous phrase. Once you start writing a story, the characters will be able to keep writing the story for you. Obviously, that's paraphrased. But the whole point is, once you start writing a story, there will eventually only be so many things that the characters will be willing to do based on their values. For example, if you get to a point in a story and you have the hero and he has to kill an innocent civilian in order to move on to the next stage of the story, he's probably not going to kill that civilian. He's going to find another way to move on to the next stage of the story. That is the characters writing that story for you. If you put them in these situations based on their values, they're only going to have one way to get out of that situation. Now, why does this make such a difference in your audience? This makes a huge difference because it makes the actual character seem authentic. Now, we're not talking about cheesy, heroic tropes. We're talking about authenticity that the reader or the viewer can actually feel coming out of the character because they relate to that character on a deeper, less superficial level. If you have a character that values telling the truth and honesty, and they always tell the truth, that builds the character not just for the sake of the story, but also for the person on the other side who's viewing this character's journey. And that's why I say, listen to it again, I'll say it a million times, value is the number one aspect that I always go about crafting in a character. Now, we're not going to dive really deep into actual script writing in today's video, but we are going to be doing some talking about how I create a script for a short video.